you ready to change your mindset? Ignite your inner light from within. Let's get ready for the transformation that will help you live your best life. Here is your mastermind therapist from within.
Say it so you can hear it, put in the atmosphere. Which one is that?
Whatever you feel, whatever you feel. Sometimes I say it out loud, and sometimes I open my blinds. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. Oh, it's gonna be a phenomenal day. And sometimes I say it to myself, and then sometimes I say it out loud. Just to matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how you say it. Your brain is always listening. It
Yeah.
recognizes the powerful words, and then it can happen because what you want wants you. And so, just by changing your mind, set your mind, your thoughts, it can change your whole life. That's in the
And you can
conscious
change your
mind, your whole
okay.
life. And I'm proof of that.
And I'm
Proof.
proof of that because I do that, but what we try to do is I say them so I can hear them,
That's
thinking
good.
certain things, and then I learned how to read late in life, how to read better, I should say, later in life. So
Mm-hmm.
it was necessary for me to read aloud so that my ears could comprehend what I was reading. So as opposed to reading in silence,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grasp it. Sometimes I'd even lose my spot, so which was crazy. But you know, people learn different ways and they process things differently.
Mm-hmm.
But as we try
Mm-hmm.
to figure out the most positive way to put things out, how is it that, and you want to get the negatives out of your life, but if I live in a negative house that I'm surrounded by my family that loves me dearly, but they don't believe that I can because I can and I can't. So they're constantly reminding me of things that I cannot do or things that can't be done. So, do you talk to a person about separating themselves from loved ones that love them dearly, but don't have the positive mindset themselves? Or do you say, hey, bring your cousin in here so I can talk to them? Because that's who you really because that's who
Well,
you're really listening to. Let me get both of y'all in here because I can't change you till I change them because they're feeding into you daily when I only had an hour and a half.
yeah. So when you in around negative people, family, the best thing is to first praise yourself. You have to be praised all the time, praising yourself, being confident, just meditations, whatever you do, reading scriptures in the Bible, whatever you got to stay, you have to stay praised up yourself.
Like having a
And
song in your heart and one of the favorite
yes,
songs, kind of
oh,
always keep
yes,
a song in your mind, and that's what I'm
songs
saying.
of it.
So I'm
Yes.
not, I'm happy. I'm gonna be, I'm not gonna, okay, all right, okay, I got
Yes.
you.
So you know how to separate yourself from that. But also, it's good to talk to them about it. So look,
Mm,
this is going on, and you're negative, and this and that. I need you to whatever,
mm,
and try to get them on board with you with that same mindset. But you just have to praise yourself, center yourself, and just excuse yourself from all that. But also talk to them about it. How you
mm,
feel, how they're making you feel. You know
yeah.
how they making your spirit, I don't know if it's going down, but going down at some point maybe. But talk to them about it. But the main thing, just praise yourself, keep your own spirit up, meditation, scriptures, music. I listen to powerful music all the time, and that definitely helps.
Definitely, music is a joy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Even if it's some Teddy Pendergrass, sometimes it helps out. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
but music kind of floats you through things. And I
Mm-hmm.
learned taking some TV production stuff that movies and theater shows and music actually drive. They get you ready for the drama. They get you ready for the murderer. They get you ready for the comedy part. So music is definitely an instrumental part in putting it together. So I say to the business people that keep some music in the background, keep some
That's
joy
right.
playing in your life. Because
Mm-hmm.
when somebody calls in and go, I can't come to work because I ain't got a babysitter, and you got that joy in your life, and you're like, man, I got to work the floor today, I got to go work the register today, because those things happen in
Mm-hmm.
business.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Even though you may be high up on the food chain, sometime when the chain breaks, you have to go down in the basement and help them empty out the water or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Mm-hmm.
small business owner, even as a large business owner, when your business has a disaster, you have to have the mindset to be able to handle that and to be able to not break down in front of employees or whatever, or in life. When grandma dies, it's a painful thing. People go home. And in the last year or two, we've seen a lot of deaths and situations that have happened here in America because of the pandemic and the different things that have gone on. And people have had to press through
That's right.
those great losses, whether they were children or parents or my best cousin or whoever they may be. A loss is a loss to people. And do you also deal with loss to get them that grieving?
The grief. I do grief sessions as well. Yeah, grief sessions. I pretty much do pretty much everything, that's wrong with people or the issues, I should say. I do grief, sight, vision, mobility, skin problems, pretty much everything. And I also help with weight issues, how I try to help show my clients where this weight issue came from. And then I teach them how to keep their bodies in fat burning mode instead of fat storing mode. So I do pretty much anything that's wrong with someone because I have the tools. I have different tools, different techniques that I use that help people. Depends on what the situation is. So we have different techniques that I use. So
So
that's
then
how
you,
I'm able to help out anybody with any issue.
so then do you have a staff of people? You have an office, or where are you located? You're in Temecula
Yes.
area. So now and you're doing Zoom meetings right now. You're available for Zoom meetings, but
Mm-hmm.
travel, if I say, hey, I'm too crazy to even work my computer. Now, crazy is a bad word. So
Yeah, that's right. That's okay. Yeah,
I'm,
that's right. Your brain listening.
I know I'm functioning. I'm not functioning in a way that I can actually get on Zoom. Uh,
Mhm.
so do you like the old school doctor? You got a little black bag and you travel?
Yes, I do travel. I do travel. And I do
Okay.
that. Since the pandemic, I was doing a lot on Zoom, which I can. A lot of clients just like to be in the comfort of their own home. And like I say, it works just as good as being in person. But yes, I do travel and I see clients that way as well.
Now, what do you do
Yeah.
with a person like me? I have opportunity to Zoom. We're in a session here today with our TV show, but I would really rather be in the same studio, with you so that I
Hmm.
could get the feeling of people. I travel from the desert to the sea to all of my meetings in Southern California. I
Hmm.
probably drive 250 miles a week, just around in the circle from Orange County to LA to Inland Empire to Palm Springs and all of these meetings because I believe in face to face. I'm more
Yes.
comfortable talking to my people. I'm getting to Zoom because the gas is killing me. So I'm learning to Zoom because they're teaching me that. But I would really rather jump in my car and come and meet with you and have lunch and have breakfast or whatever it is because I get a better feeling from.
And that's perfectly fine. Also, that'll be great. I have no problem with that. No problem at all. So yeah, it's wonderful to meet in person too, because sometimes, like you said, it's time, people just don't want to have Zoom. Maybe they're not used to Zoom. Maybe they're not
Well, I
familiar.
guess my question was, is it comfortable for you that really need to analyze me to be on Zoom, or is it better for you to really look me in my eye and looked at my facial expressions on, he lying, he just lying, you know? So, what is it on your side? Because I can hide on Zoom. I can really work my feelings over the internet because I am in my environment, you know
Mhm,
flick
mhm.
the light, I can fake it here. But if I'm in front of you, you'll notice all the movements of my hand or my leg is shaking or whatever it is.
Twitching this here and I said, oh yeah,
Yeah, so
it's
and you
it's
don't
just
notice a lot of that on Zoom because of I'm on Zoom and whether I'm zoomed up or zoomed back, you know.
well, I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Wallace. Now you would be like real comfortable and a relaxed, chair or whatever. You're just real comfortable. And I do a thing like roll your eyes up, and I make sure that they roll their eyes up, like get them into that meditative state. And then I do something like suggestibility test, where I would do hands like this, where you can feel your hands going together like a magnet in your hands. But really, there is no magnet, but your mind listening to me, and it thinks that there is a magnet, because your hands go like this together. So there's a different types of techniques that I use on Zoom to know that it's working on Zoom. It's not like you sitting up right now in a chair. You're gonna have to be relaxed, sit back in your comfortable chair on the couch, and we do different types of suggestibility tests. And that way I know that you're tuned in with me.
So you prep me before we actually go on to
Oh
tell me
yeah.
how I need to be and what I need to be, and I need to take my tie off and loosen up my collar a little bit, and so you kind of prep me for how I need to be set up at the house, and then we kind of come on, and then we go through the process.
Yes.
Okay, now that we've gone through the process, now that I'm really considering it, are you open or allowed to give out your package prices?
Um, yeah, but sometimes, I kind of like today, if to be everybody on here, if they email me and say, hey, I was on, the call today, I'll get them a discount.
Okay.
So that's how I do. I give people a discount. And then on the website, you can go on the website. There's different prices. My price is
There are
300.
prices on the website. There
Yeah,
are
it's on the
prices.
website. One
Okay.
session is 300. I
Okay.
think 300, 350. But I also work with people too.
Okay.
I
And what
work
is
with
the website again? What is the website? What is the
the
website?
website is within transformationtherapy.com.
Okay.
Within transformationtherapy.com.
Within transformationtherapy.com. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there a shorter version? Because I can't spell transformation. So is there another way? Is it WTIM or something? You might want to think about that because
Yeah, maybe I have to figure out a shorter version.
shorter
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Because I can't spell transformation. I'd be sitting there. I'd have to put it in my Google, and Google would have to tell me how to spell it or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But easy to get to is what people want,
Mhm.
and they want to be able to reach you as fast as they can. Because if I need to call you or need to reach out to you, I'm gonna get frustrated if I do it twice, and then transformation bar comes up and you tell me where I can buy a drink, and I'm trying to stop drinking. So but I enjoyed spending time with you this morning. I wanted to really find out more about it and how it worked, because we have so many business people that live in silence, in the closet,
Yes.
so to speak, that
Right.
they're not no place to express, especially men, no place to express their anxiety or their frustration, or even with the economy situation. If you lose a house and you got a family, the family's crying and they're trying to figure this out, but the man still, he don't have time to cry. He got to find a new place to live. He has to find a new place for his family in the middle of this crisis, so they
Mhm.
never get a chance to, for lack of a better term, to deal with the crisis, because they're trying to dig their way out to protect their family. Whether it's
Mhm.
I know one time I didn't have money and they were going to turn off my phone, and I kept checking the phone. I kept checking the phone to
Mhm.
see if it was on. By the time they turned it off, I was so relaxed
Mhm.
because I was in fear on
Mhm.
when they're going to turn it
Mhm.
off. I'm checking it. I'm
Mhm.
calling people that I don't
Mhm.
even call because
Mhm.
they already told me they're going to turn my phone off. But once it was off, that whole anxiety just kind of calmed down, and I was able to just, whew, thank you, Jesus. So I
Mhm.
want to give you a minute. So if you have something you want to leave the people with, uh, it's your floor.
Okay.
And okay.
Okay. Well, I just want to tell people, if they're ready for a change, it's there. And just change your mindset to positive things. And if you change your mindset to positive things, you pretty much can get anything you want. And I do session on abundance. So I can be reached within transformationtherapy.com. And my email is with Ignite Within Therapy 365 DYS at gmail.com. And then I have a YouTube channel too that you guys can go there. It's called Within Transformational Therapy. That's my YouTube channel. I hope to talk to some of you guys, reach out to me on my email, um, or on my website. And if you're on my website and you email me and tell me that you were on the show, that I'll give you a discount. You won't have to pay the full price on my website.
Okay.
And
All right.
really had a blast, Mr. Wallace. Thank you so much for joining, having me here today. It was a
Thank you
blast.
so much, Miss Patricia, for spending time with us this morning. I know we got our wires twisted last week or week before, but I enjoyed our conversation. I've learned something. I'm going to consider how to make myself better. And I may do one of those Zoom sessions, but we may have you at one of our chamber board meetings. I've got one coming up, and it would be great to have someone to talk about how we can make transit, because I'm always out of the box for our people. And they go, well, wait a minute, how are we going to do that? We have the Edge TV network, and I've created this massive rate card, and we only have 3 or 4 shows on. And somebody asked me, said, well, you got this rate card, but we don't have that many shows. Well, we need to be prepared, because we are going to have that many. And I need to have a rate card. I don't want to change it. I want it to be this number. So when I talk to the major corporations, it's this size. So sometimes our limited or the limit belief of people, when you're trying to explain the end result, they're so busy trying to figure out, well, wait a minute, we're not even out of the starting gate yet. I've already seen the rose petals around my neck,
That's right. Absolutely.
So we've seen the end game, and we love it. But I enjoyed you being with us. And if you stay around, we'll holler at you in just a couple of minutes. We're going to take a real short break, and I'll be right back with you guys.
Thank you.
Wow. Let me tell you something. You want to change your life in an hour and a half? you need to be doing that, because that's what I'm talking about. If we're talking about, oh, I need to do this and I need to do that, I took the need out of that this morning. This is on YouTube. This is on our network channel. And Miss Patricia Williams can take what did it say? William Johnson, I'm sorry, could take and change you around. And if they don't happen in an hour and a half, there are other sessions that you could deal with to be able to help you get through the mindset and make you the powerful person that you really are. So if you want to ignite your power that you have, I'm suggesting you go to that website or review this and be able to ignite what you already have in you to be able to help you get to the next level. This is Rich Wallace. This is Strictly Business.